Hey Hadrian, it's like 3:30 in the morning, but I can't sleep because I'm thinking of you. I've made an It Gets Better video in the past, but it focused on my life. I want to focus on yours. Being a lesbian is not easy. Being a member of the LGBT community is not easy. Not because we don't support each other, because I love being a part of the community. But there's so many people that don't understand us. That's the part that's hard. And I know it's especially hard for you being transgender. You know, I think it's really great that you told me, but I wish you could tell other people too. I wish we didn't live in a world that was so ignorant and so afraid of change. Because you are the most handsome, most wholehearted, beautiful man I have ever met. You have such a great heart, you have a strong head on your shoulders, you're so smart, and I want you to know that it gets better. You know, there are people that when you tell them, they're going to stay. They're going to stick around. It may take a minute for them to figure out what you just said, but they're going to be there for you. But unfortunately, there are going to be some people that leave. But honestly, in my opinion, if somebody can't love you for the way you are, they're not worth your time. As much as it hurts to let them go, you're better off without them. Last time I made my video, I hadn't told my parents yet about me being gay. Well, maybe I did, but they kind of blew it off. But I tried again. And this time, I think they actually heard me. I think they somewhat believe me, but I think it kind of makes them uncomfortable and they're not really sure. One of my parents is more conservative than the other, and the other one that's not so conservative, I think just doesn't want my life to be hard. Seeing as how what I've already been through, the last thing I need is to have a harder life. But you know what? What they don't understand, and what we understand all too well, is that living a lie and being somebody you're not, and living unhappy, is so much harder than living free. Free of the lies, living the truth, being who you are. That's all anybody wants in life. But for us, members of the LGBT community, and especially transgenders, that's hard to get. People understand the LGB to a point. People know what gays, lesbians, and bisexuals are. But a lot of people don't know what transgenders are. They're not educated. They get them confused with hermaphrodites. They think they're not human. They think it's all a choice. It's like, hello people, when did you choose to be straight? That's not how it works. But I want you to know that I support you 100%. And I know a lot of transgender people that have gone through the transition and they've come through an even stronger person than they were when they began. Like my friend Dimitri, for example. He is amazing, and I think you'd really love him. But honestly, I think the problem with this world is that they're not educated enough. And that's where people like me and you step in. We need to show them that we're not monsters, and we're not that different. We may not be the social norm, but who wants to be normal? That's so boring and overrated. I want you to be you, because I think you are a great man. I have so much respect for you. I love you so much, and nothing you do or say could ever change that. And just know that when you tell your family eventually, if you ever do, which I hope you do, they may not accept it, but it's like I've always told you. Blood only matters if you need a donor. So head up, kiddo. You're a stronger man than you think you are. Some will stay, some will go. Some points will be high, some points will be low. But as long as you're you, nothing can stand in your way. You're braver than you know, smarter than you ever imagined, and more loved than you could ever understand. I promise you that. Because that's everything I know about you. And you deserve to be loved. Just know, babe, it gets better. Love you.